So we got a package and I'm quite excited for this package because I think I know what it is and it's going to benefit both of us in this video. So let's open it up. Oh, okay. So we have two pieces here. That would be really funny if it's not what I think it is, but I think I know what it is. So my daughter loves bubble wrap, so I'm gonna actually save this for her. Ooh, look at that. I like how it's packaged now. This is a beauty. Like, can we just have like an ASMR appreciation for 1 second? But I'm loving it. We're definitely gonna make a cup of tea today. But before we do that, I wanna talk about how we can strengthen the trust we have with ourselves. You know, building trust with ourselves is a beautiful opportunity because we have relationships with ourselves. Like every single one of us has a relationship with ourselves. We're in our mind all day. And it's time we talk to ourselves. We can observe our past actions. We can observe our emotions. We have relationship with ourselves. And what does every relationship need? Trust. I remember there was a point in my life where I felt I made so many bad decisions and I just led myself down a path that I wasn't proud of my actions and I lost trust with myself. I lost the ability or the trust, because we always have the ability, but we just don't trust in our abilities. But I lost the trust that I could lead myself, that I can make the right decision, that I had the power to transform our life. I lost that trust. But you have the power, you have the confidence, you have the abilities. But some of us have broken that trust because we've made decisions that we are not proud of. We've said we're going to do something, then we didn't show up for ourselves. That's the big one. How often do we say we're going to do something and then we don't show up for ourselves? And we break that trust. And this could be very detrimental to our progression. And if we want to build that trust, we have to repair the trust first. You can't build something on top of something that's broken, right? If you're dating someone and they break your trust, the relationship can't get good again until they come to you, say sorry, and you forgive them. So we need to forgive ourselves for our mistakes, for our shortcomings. We need to truly forgive ourselves and have a conversation with ourselves and say, hey, yes, you have made some bad decisions. Yes, you said you were going to do something, you fell short. Fell short twice, fell short 5 times. It doesn't matter how many times. Today is the day where we make a pivot. Today is the day where we say, I am sorry and I forgive you. You know, the same forgiveness you seek in the world from others should be the same forgiveness you show yourself. Some of us struggle with forgiving others, but can you forgive yourself? Because that's one of the hardest people to forgive is ourselves, because we feel the weight of our emotions. I know I've been there where I've made decisions and I'm like, whew, there's things in my past where sometimes they just pop up and I'm like, wow, I can't believe I did that. And I have to forgive myself, you understand? And no, we are better than that. Let's learn from our mistakes because our mistakes are lessons. Forgive ourselves and grow and rebuild that trust, right? A simple way I like to start with building trust with myself, once we forgive ourselves, and no, forgiveness is a process. So you may have to forgive yourself every week, writing it down, journal it. Journaling is great for forgiveness. But an easy way I like to start to build trust on an incremental level, micro goal level, is put some accountability into your life. Say something and keep your word. Something simple though, like I'm going to the gym once a week for the next 3 months, or twice a week for the next 3 months, and do it. Or for the last 30 days, I told myself I wasn't going to drink any caffeine. Now, I'm not a coffee drinker, but I'm a tea drinker. I would have a coffee once a week when I go eat Ethiopian food with my brother Suf. But I have tea every single day, and green tea and black tea has caffeine in it. And I was reflecting and I realized, man, I think 95% of my days in the past 12 months, I've had caffeine in my system. So at the beginning of July, I said to myself, no more caffeine for the next 30 days. And in about 3 days, I have met that goal. And I'm feeling great where I'm like, let's do another month. But because I set a challenge for myself, I said, I'm going to do this, and now I am completing it, I can trust my word. Now, a lot of us will say, oh man, it's hard to quit caffeine. I can't do that. We don't even trust ourselves to begin. So we have to start to rebuild that trust by setting micro goals, knowing we can trust our word. You know, if we have a friend that says they're going to do something and they don't do it, then they say they're going to do it again next week and they don't do it. Then they say they're going to do it again the next week and they don't do it. What happens? When they say they're going to do it again, we're like, yeah, right. Yeah, right. A lot of us look at ourselves like that. We know there's things we want to do, but we don't even trust ourselves to do it. A lot of us have said, hey, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And we've had so many false attempts that we don't even trust ourselves to start anymore. So start with something small today, something you can implement into your life today to start to believe your word. Next, after we forgive ourselves, you understand, after we start to have a little bit of accountability in our days, we must dive deeper into ourselves and have a deeper knowledge of ourselves. Get to know ourselves and get excited about this. Sometimes getting to know ourselves means dismantling everything we know about ourselves. You know, when there's a point in my life where I was much younger. I said I would never grow a beard. And I said I would never grow my hair. I said I was going to have bald fade, clean fade all the time for the rest of my life. That's who I was. Look at me today. You understand? Having a deeper knowledge of yourself will lead you to a version of yourself that you don't even know could be. But have fun with it. Have fun questioning yourself, questioning your beliefs, questioning who you think you are. Some of us think a certain way or have beliefs because of our parents or our friends or just society pressures. So having a deeper knowledge of ourselves, we're going to build that trust. Imagine if a stranger came to you today and offered you some candy. Are you going to take it? I hope not. We've all been told, hey, don't take candy from a stranger. Why? Because you don't know them. You don't know their intentions. You don't know where they're coming from. So we know the more you know somebody, usually the more you trust them. So the more you know yourself, the more you're going to trust yourself. The more you're going to be able to understand and feel your intuition, guide yourself, know what's on your heart, trust what's going on in your mind. But that takes having a deeper relationship with ourselves. And I suggest, again, journaling. You understand? Every day, writing out your emotions, because we need to address how we are feeling. We need to address what is going on. Getting to know ourselves is being real with ourselves, right? Having a deep relationship with ourselves, not a surface relationship with ourselves. A lot of us have surface relationship with friends. They're not even friends, we call them acquaintances. When we talk to them, we talk about the weather, we talk about current events, but we're not going to tell them what's on our heart. We're not going to tell them the deep things that are going on within ourselves because we don't trust them. But some of us have surface level relationships with ourselves because we're constantly escaping ourselves. We're not having those deep conversations. We're not having those questions with ourselves. You understand? We distract ourselves all the time. We're in relationship after relationship after relationship. We don't spend no time by ourselves. But again, getting to know ourselves should be fun. Reading new books, talking to new people, talking to people with opposing beliefs from you that challenge you. This all comes to a deeper knowledge of ourselves. Once I started to have a deeper knowledge of myself, I started to have trust that I could guide myself. I'm very good at living life in my own unpaved road. No blueprint, you understand? Like nobody telling me what to do, nobody guiding me what to do. Like I do things that people would say, hey man, I don't know if that's the right thing to do. I don't know if you should go in that direction in life. Like there's really no blueprint over there. You could fail and then what? I'm like, I don't care. I trust myself. Because more knowledge of yourself, you will build trust within yourself. But you have to be real with how you feel, right? We have to address our emotions. And some of us, again, we escape those emotions and we fall into these depressions. We go into these bad places within our mind and we don't even tell anybody. We need to know that if we get into a bad place or we fall into one of those places, that we will seek help, that we know we can trust ourselves to pull ourselves out, to be able to reach out to somebody, to a friend, a family member, or professional support. And that's why I want to introduce our sponsor and have a cup of tea with you right now. And thank BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. You know, sometimes we can find there's something in the way of our happiness or achieving our goals, and I've experienced that. And for me, it's allowing myself to go too far into isolation and not seeking help, and I find that could be a very dangerous place to be. But BetterHelp is here. They can assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. And you can start communicating within 48 hours, so you don't have to find yourself falling into that place of worry, anxiety. You can get the help you need pretty much right away. It's not a crisis line. It's not self-help. This is professional counseling done securely online in the comfort of your own home. There is a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 15,000 plus counselor network, which may not be locally available in many areas. The service is available for clients worldwide. You can log into your account anytime. It's so easy, and send a message to your counselor, and you get a thoughtful response in a timely manner. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions so you won't ever have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room as with traditional therapy. You can get the help today in your home, in your bed. It's done easy. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so they make it easy and free to change counselors if needed. It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. So BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier life today. Visit betterhelp.com/HINDZ, that's BetterHelp, and join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. So everybody tuning in gets a special offer. You get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/HINDZ. Okay, there you go. This is a beautiful cup of tea, and my favorite cup right now, the Bodum cups, double thermal. You can see right through, so you can see the beautiful color. Love these cups, and that is for you. That is for you. And can we just get a quick appreciation again for the teapot? Like, it performed so well. Loving it. This is going to be my favorite one for a little while. It's the simple things that are the true blessings. To finish off, my final tip, and obviously there's so many, but one of my final tips to strengthen the trust with ourselves, because we want more confidence, we want to be able to lead ourselves, is to show ourselves more love and respect. Simple. You understand? Show yourself the love and respect you deserve. Because think about the friends and family members that treat us really well, that show us love, that show us compassion, that show us respect. How is the trust with them? It's probably really good. So same thing goes for ourselves. Since we have a relationship with ourselves, we need to show ourselves that love, the respect, the compassion that we deserve. We need to live life in high spirits. Far too often we are way too hard on ourselves, right? It's good to be hard on yourself so you're accountable for yourselves, but far too often we are way too hard on ourselves, critique ourselves, comparing ourselves, beating ourselves up. And there's not a lot of love or respect in there. So I always say, live the life you love the life you live. Start to treat yourself better. Take care of yourself. Show yourself that love. Eat the best foods. Nurture your body. Nurture your mind. Nurture your spirit. Because when you know you can take care of yourself, you know you can trust yourself, right? When you know you can take care of yourself, you know you can trust yourself. So every single day is an opportunity to nurture yourself. And the more we do that, the more trust we will have with ourselves, and we will have the confidence, we will have the leadership. We will be able to make decisions when we hit those crossroads, right? Like a lot of times we hit these crossroads and we just don't know how to make a decision. We're afraid of making the wrong decision. But even if we do make the wrong decision, I like to say, I perceive my difficulties as opportunities for spiritual growth. So the mistakes we have gone through, the crossroads we face, they're simply opportunities. There's nothing to trip about, right? Like, take a breath and realize this is an opportunity for your growth. Also, you can learn more when there are many obstacles, than when there are few or none. So a lot of us have had so many obstacles in our life, made so many mistakes, but guess what? You have more lessons. You have more value. There's more things you have experienced that you can move forward with in life. So as we build this trust, we realize all the times where we didn't show up for ourselves, take it as a lesson, and now start to show up for yourself. Start to make those leaps into the things you really want to do. If you want to start a YouTube channel, start that YouTube channel. Cut all the noise out, right? Far too often we're listening to way too many voices, way too many other people. Yes, it's good to have sound advice, but at the end of the day, you have to know you can trust your own voice, your own word. I remember many years ago, like I had family members and like people in my neighborhood telling me I should like probably get a job at FedEx or something, and nothing wrong with FedEx, but I was like, why would I get a job at FedEx? I'm doing this video thing. But I think that they were saying to me, you know, you get benefits, you get this and that. And I'm like, looking at them like, don't you see me working my bum off every single day towards my dreams? But that didn't make sense to them. Now, if I listened to them and I went and worked at FedEx, I wouldn't be sitting here with you today. I wouldn't have almost 500,000 subscribers on this channel, plus my other platforms doing very well. I wouldn't be expressing myself the way I am if I listened to them. But instead, I listened to my own voice. Even though everything was complete uncertainty, an unpaved road, I had to trust myself. And that is the power. When we start to trust ourselves, our life will start to unfold in ways we could never even imagine. So it's important that we start to cultivate this trust, build that trust back up. And even if you trust yourself, you can strengthen the trust. It's limitless. It's a beautiful thing. So we forgive ourselves, right? We have accountability for ourselves every single day. Implement discipline into your life, so you know you can keep your word. Then we tune into ourselves, more knowledge of ourselves, get excited about learning about yourself, right? Opposing beliefs, new books, asking those difficult questions, traveling, whatever it may be. And then making sure we know how to take care of ourselves. So nurturing our bodies, our mind, our spirit, seeking help when we need help, not putting ourselves into isolation, not putting ourselves into dangerous places, knowing that we can take care of ourselves when need be, and then making the leaps that we need to make in our life so we can love the life that we live and live the life that we love. Each one of us can rebuild that trust today, no matter what we have gone through, no matter the poor decisions we have made. There's an opportunity today to build that trust, to build more confidence, to build that resilience, because the most important relationship you have right now is with yourself. And we need to nurture that relationship. We need to be there for that relationship. And you don't know, in hindsight, everything is going to be all right. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video, enjoyed this cup of tea, because I love the color of this cup of tea. It's just like, it's like ruby red, you know what I'm saying? And I hope today you implement something into your life where you can build more trust and know that it's okay, and know that you can forgive yourself, and know that you are on path. You understand? Your intuition, your voice, your word, it has power. Put yourself in that space to have a sound mind, and everything will be all right. So let me know what you thought in the comment section. Hit that like button, subscribe if you are new here, and I'm gonna see you guys next time, and gals. Blessings. I love y'all.